We are incredibly back. What the fuck was I doing? Oh. Alright then. Did I already, I feel like I did this already. Hello. You fucker. Yeah, I think I did this already. Let's make sure. Yeah. Alright, Dan. Do. Okay, so went down there already. I didn't go in there for some reason. I usually do. And also I'm noticing, is that supposed to be its eyes? Because the eyes glow? Huh. Yeah, a little fun fact, you know, if an enemy has yellow eyes glowing like that, they'll drop like slightly more runes than normal. God, my frames are lost today. I don't know where we are, folks. Don't know why they're doing that. Alright. Oh, good Lord in heaven. Ah! Dig. I'm actually gonna go clear out that place real quick. Fuck you, buddy. Okay, so interesting development. I feel like this might be kind of a classic or a relatable thing. So I've always had a pretty big problem with soda pop. Like it has kind of a, it has always had and still does have kind of a grip on my diet. I just love it, man. Particularly, obviously, Dr. Pepper fucking rips. But this last year, I've been a real Coke guy. I'm a big fan of a classic Coca-Cola or a cherry Coke, even. But in the interest of, why did I not hit that? Whatever, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go. Ow! Go get that gold seed. So, what is this fucking drumming? I have never noticed that from just like stuff in the woods before. Hey, you wanna fucking go? Ow! Anyway. So yeah, I've always been a big soda guy. Pun intended, I am gigantic. Yeah, I'm 6'4", I'm pretty hefty, so I've always been a big Coke guy. I really like it. But about a week ago, me and my partner have been going to this gym, and I've been trying to take it a little more seriously than I usually take working out. Because what usually happens is this: I get the urge to work out, and I'll probably go a good 3 times and work out pretty hard. And then I'll be so sore from the 3rd time. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to rest for a couple days. And then I don't go back for, 4 months. And that's been a pretty consistent trend, TBH. But I wanted to take it more seriously. So this time I was like, not only am I going to the gym, oh my god. I just got an Amber Alert, but I have a new phone, and it is so much more depressing to see that notification on... Okay, we're going to sidebar what I was just talking about, because I wanted to... Hold on. Fellas, can you relax for a sec? Okay, so usually it'll say... If your phone's not unlocked, you know, it'll just say Amber Alert. And then, you know, if you click on it or if you open the phone, it'll give you the details. But this phone, evidently, doesn't do that. It just, as soon as the notification popped up, it was like Amber Alert. Right underneath it, nearly the same size, was like child abduction, yada yada, like in your area. Which, you know, Amber Alerts are depressing enough to see because I've never been in a position where I got one and then I was like, oh, maybe I could go out and find that car. Like, it's never very close, or I'm never, like, out and about when I see one. So it's depressing already to see. However, yeah, it would just hit a little bit harder to, like, read that instead of just reading Amber Alert, you know. Damn, yeah, that really bummed me out a little bit. Fuck, man. Let's go back to how fat I am. That's like a fun little topic of... Don't! Jesus Christmas Christ! Yeah, so I decided to take the gym a little more seriously. Fuck, man, I'm pretty sad about seeing that, actually. Damn it, man. If another one of you hits me with the fucking fire pot, dude, I'm gonna lose it. Okay. Anyway, sorry, let me compose myself here. Okay. Yes. Me going to the gym. So, oh, that's it, bro. You're done. So, oh. So, yes, we've been going to the gym, and I've been going at least 3 times a week, maybe another extra day just for cardio in there, because I'm doing it right. Like I said, I'm taking it seriously. I'm doing my cardio. I'm hitting hypertrophy usually every time I go, unless I have like an injury or something already, and I don't want to. You know how it goes. But for the most part, I'm working out pretty hard. I have a good system. I'm watching all the bodybuilder TikTok. I'm getting super jazzed up about it. And another add-on this time, I was like, I don't want to consume as much sugar. I think that's my biggest issue with working out in the past, is because I'm big enough and I do things. So, like, there is muscle in there. I just have quite a bit of fat on top of it. But my main thing is that I'm pretty sure if you have any sugar in your blood, your body will always rip energy from that when you're working out, or specifically doing like a low effect cardio. You're just gonna burn off all the sugar instead of burning any of the fat, because of, you know, it's like it's right there, so it's like a way easier energy source for your body to take from, as opposed to, you know, burning through that stored fat. Because, you know, in your body's mind, it's like, well, we need that for if we're gonna die. So I made this big declaration. I was like, I'm swearing off this stuff, you know. I'll never drink a Coke again. But lo and behold, we've been doing that for a good little while, maybe like a little less than a month. We've been going pretty consistently. She's a little bit better about it than me in terms of having a consistent diet. But I'm definitely eating less, which is a step in the right direction. But I've been trying to eat better food, but sure enough, man, I had a fucking... It's funny to even think about it in this context, but... So I had a pretty bad Friday at work this week. And as soon as we got back, I was like... I drank 3 beers like immediately, and I was just in this mindset that I usually am so comforted by, but I was like, you know what? I've been doing good. I'm gonna be bad today. So I had 3 beers. That's already like just ruining what I have been going to the gym for, because nothing packs on fat quite like beer. So yeah, I drank 3 beers immediately. It just ate the most bullshit ever that night. And I woke up today and I felt so bad. Not just like, oh, I ruined my diet. Like physically, I was just like, dude, I fucking like McDonald's that night. You know what I mean? Like I was on one, sort of in protest of how healthy I've been. So I went ham, had a bunch of beer, ordered McDonald's. Dude, I woke up feeling so bad. Like obviously McDonald's is bad for you, you know? Like I never eat it thinking like, oh, this is a benefit to my organs. But I never realized, like, because I ate so much fast food prior to like this last, few months. I haven't been working out that whole time, but I have been eating a little better. But man, that McDonald's like literally makes you feel like I don't know. I felt like I didn't have a whole lot of alcohol, but I felt super hungover and super, super groggy. Like, it was pretty bad, man. I used to blame that feeling, and this is kind of interesting too. So I would just attribute the headspace I was in, not just how bad I felt in my organs and physically, because that was pretty bad, but mentally, my mindset was very destructive. I was just super, just a huge Debbie Downer all morning. And I used to attribute when I would wake up and feel like that. I've always kind of had, depressive episodes, but nothing too crazy town. But they would happen fairly frequently. So I was like, I guess I'm just, prone to that, and it's not like it was anything new. I've had a lot of issues with you know how it goes. If you're young and you're not super popular, like you develop a lot of nasty internal monologues about yourself and all the reasons that you suck, and at least my mind was finding a way to justify the reason I wasn't feeling like I fit in, if that makes sense. So I would kind of blame it on this or that external thing, when in reality, I had a lot of friends, and I had, I can't really name anyone off the top of my head that had a beef with me or like bullied me or anything. Obviously I was bullied in middle school and stuff, but then I became 6'4", so that didn't really persist. Which is lucky, very easily. I could have been bullied continuously, but I wasn't, so it was fine. Anyway, the point is, after that McDonald's, man, I felt the same way I would feel when I would wake up and decide, oh, I'm depressed today. I'm having an episode today. And it's so easy when you're someone who's already spent a lot of time in that mindset. It's very, very easy to throw a pity party for yourself and go right back into, all the brain, not brain, but all of like the self-destructive thoughts and stuff. It's very easy to get back to that place. But it's interesting because what I used to blame on just happenstance, like, oh, I'm just depressed today, and I'd get through it. I'd figure it out. It wasn't like I was moping, but internally, yeah, I was not feeling good. But now I think it might have just been eating McDonald's. But it is funny to think that I, I had a bad day at work and my fucking advice was fucking food, and I'm all like bent out of shape about it. There's just something kind of funny to me about being like, oh, I had a rough one. Open Uber Eats, you know? It's like, as opposed to, you know, smoking or drinking or something. It does make me laugh. That's literally what I did last night. Something else fun that's been going on. I have had this guitar kind of in limbo for a pretty good number of years. Limbo in the sense that I bought it from someone and there was an issue, like, you know, the part of the guitar that makes it make sound in an amp was fucked up. So I got it for really cheap, and my goal was to learn how to solve that myself to expand my knowledge and get closer to the point I want to be at, which is being able to do tech work on my own instruments and not... if you've ever played guitar, you know, setting it up seems really simple, but it's a very precise job, and every guitar wants to be set up differently. You know, they all have their own bass line. That's funny. Not a bass riff, like B-A-S-E line. That was dumb. I'm fucking stupid. But yeah, setting up your guitar and intonating it and all those other big words, like it's a very fine-tuned procedure. And I was really just caught up on getting the thing re-soldered, because the parts I was talking about that make it make sound, called the pickup, they have to be, you know, soldered into the electronics part of the guitar, and that's how it works. But for the life of me, could not get it to work right, and so I finally bit the bullet. I like went back and forth between, you know, I took it all apart, tried to fix it myself, couldn't do it, put it down for 3 months because I was sad about it. Got a buddy of mine to try to help me take it apart and fix it. We couldn't do that. Man, I fucked that thing up. Bloodhound's Fang is absolutely disgusting. Yeah. Sword fucking rips, man. Anyway, so I bit the bullet finally after like years and years of trying to fix this thing and not being able to fix it. I took it up to Guitar Center and I dropped it off. Just told them whenever the tech gets in, you know, I'm not in a rush, so if they have to take a while to fix it, that's fine with me. But I was really just curious about what the price would be, because a lot of the hardware was old and rusty, so I was like, just change out, you know, everything. And I brought them parts to put in it, and then I was like, if you guys could replace all the other parts, that would be really cool. But anyway, a couple days go by, and they call me, and the guitar tech from there is like, yeah, I don't do that. Which was, I thought was kind of fucked, because I distinctly remember talking to the same guy a couple years ago about getting all the hardware replaced when I did change the pickup. And he said he would do it for, you know, not too much, like, you know, a couple $100. He said he could, you know, set it up and put all the new hardware on and stuff. So I was like, cool, man, that sounds awesome. And then I never did it, because like I said, I spent all that time trying to fix it and I couldn't do it. So he says he's not going to do it. That really kind of bummed me out a little bit. So yeah, he couldn't do it. Kind of broke my heart a little bit, because I already felt enough like a failure. Like, I've been looking up what to do and tutorials on how to do it. I just couldn't do it. It's hard. Soldering is hard, especially I have really shaky hands, so that does not lend itself well to soldering. But also, it's just tough, man. It's tough to do. It's also very delicate doing that part, which just kind of stung, because like I spent a lot of my childhood thinking that the goal in my life was to get to the point where I could build guitars, and I would find a career in that somehow. Whether that be, you know, working at some guitar company, factory, or maybe doing like a custom repair type thing. Any of those sounded very interesting, and I'm always, you know, interested in figuring out how things work. I love guitar is really the only thing. I'm not like a engineering genius. Like, I love taking things apart and putting it back together. I really don't do that. But when it comes to guitars and amps, I do enjoy that side of things, tinkering around with them and changing things, and I like it. It's like, I know a lot of guys that feel that way about their cars, but I like doing that with guitars and amps. I like adjusting them and making them better for me, for the way I like them to sound, you know. But I want to get to the point still where I could build a guitar from scratch. That would be a very, I mean, obviously not all the electronic stuff, but build the thing and get it together is still the goal. So I felt like kind of a failure that I couldn't do that, you know. And he pretty much told me it would be crazy expensive in this current state that it's in to get someone else to fix it and put all new hardware on it. And he recommended to me that I just get rid of it and buy a new guitar with all that money. So that was kind of sad. I did have, you know, hopes for what that guitar would be, because it is honestly a pretty expensive guitar. I mean, I know it's gutted right now, but I mean, shit, dude, it's pretty nice piece. So it was a little bit of a bummer to hear someone say, like, you're better off just getting rid of it. But on that same trip, I saw a really nice guitar on sale for like $200, and it's a very nice guitar. Probably, you know, just based on what's on it, and it's a PV. I don't see very many PV guitars. Primarily, that is an amp company. But yeah, it looks really nice. It's, if you're familiar at all, it kind of looks like a Telecaster, but a little more round at the bottom. It's super comfortable, super fucking heavy, weight-wise. But it's really, really good for like clean and bluesier, like alternative type of sounds, as opposed to most of my guitars are tailored towards playing metal. So it's cool that I pick something up like that. You know, I like to expand what I can do. So, like, you know, there's a silver lining. You know, I did that. I got another guitar that's really nice. So it's all is not lost. And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't picked up any other guitar in like the week that I've had this new one. So that's a good sign for me. When I need to record something else, I'm sure I'll pick up a different instrument. But yeah, for right now, man, that thing is money, and that thing has a hold on me, and it's nice, man. Dude, I'm so excited for this gosh damn DLC to come out, man. Whoa, hey, man. What are you doing to that corpse? Damn, yeah, dude, I am pumped beyond belief.